Hi everyone, it's Nicole. So tonight I'm talking about success and defining it for ourselves. And I think this is an important topic because there seems to be this sort of universal perspective on what success looks like. If you actually think about the messages that are coming at people, I mean, from whatever, how people look, how much money they make, what kind of houses and lifestyles and all these different things, there seems to be a lot of messages that come at us trying to define what this looks like. And some people may actually want those things. And if you want those things, no problem. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't. I'm saying you should define that is what you want, that you actually think about. Let me use the example again of your children, that you have these beautiful children and one day they will become adults and you have this time with them before they become adults where their care is entrusted to you. And who they become someday they're figuring that out. Hopefully they're getting the opportunity to figure that out day by day. But we do get, I don't want to just say guided, but almost like I said, there can be such a script that, if you're graduating from high school, you're going straight to college. Got married. Are you having kids? When are you having kids? Like, it just is this next logical thing. And there's been points in my own life where I was right up against, the next logical thing and the next logical thing and the next logical thing. And it's always felt like a really interesting transition point, a point where the next logical thing, like, is that really the next logical thing for me? Right? And I've definitely opted out of the next logical thing at different points in my life because my definition of success did not involve what everybody else was telling me was the next logical thing. And so when you're thinking about your family and you're thinking about your children, and are you sort of have a very fixed perspective on what that meaning of success is, or is it, qualities you're looking for? Are there things like independence and confidence and a sense of who they are and happiness, or is it, a high-paying job in a respectable career where, they're going to be in a relationship, but maybe they weren't, there was never any intention around making sure they actually knew how to be in relationship, that can be a goal that you have. My definition of success is that me and my children know how to be in relationship and they grow up being able to be, not letting themselves go and giving themselves away and not actually doing that to anybody else, that they know how to maintain themselves and also uplift other people. They know how to do conflict resolution. These are things that we're not really always that intentional about, or hopefully you are, but school isn't very intentional about building those things. And so if your children are spending that much time in a place that's not intentional about those things, then I suggest you get intentional about them. And whatever those things are, those definitions of success, those things you want to make sure they grow into, that you create. Remember, the culture in your homes will teach those things. It's not about instruction. It's about modeling. And it's about loving and encouraging and nurturing what you're seeing in your kids. So I'm not trying to tell you to come up with a rigid definition of success, but I am trying to tell you, don't just take the one that's being dished out. So that's my encouragement for today. Have a great day or a great evening. Bye.